Hey guys, what's up? It's Hannah. I'm sorry I haven't really talked too much lately. There's just been so much going on. Work, still things with the car going on. I still haven't heard anything about that, so that's kind of frustrating. Just really stressed out. But I am going to Florida soon, so that is a huge relief. But I kind of just wanted to come on and talk about some mental health stuff again. One of my friends asked me what I had been taking as far as anxiety and depression medicine. So, if you did not know, I take both, and I've been taking them for, I'm going to say, several years now, if not longer than that. I started taking the anxiety pills first. So a couple of years ago, I was diagnosed with hyperthyroidism. If you guys don't know what that is or not familiar with it, if you Google it, you will find out so much about it. It's actually a lot more common than what people think. So basically, my thyroid had your thyroid controls literally like everything about your body, what's happening in your body, and everything in my body was speeding up. So, a few years ago, I lost weight very quickly, 40 pounds in just a couple months. And that's obviously not the norm and kind of odd to be happening. So, I had really bad heart palpitations. My anxiety was through the roof. And I guess I had never realized at that point that I had anxiety. But once I was diagnosed with that, it was terrible. My anxiety was awful. So I've actually been taking that for several years. My thyroid is fine right now. Thank God my levels are okay. So that's not a concern. However, I just wanted to talk about like what I'm taking. Um, I actually want to talk to my doctor about maybe trying something else because while it's a good option and it's obviously over the counter, I don't always feel like it works for me. So I take Boost Par, and I take one a day or two as needed. It's only like 5 milligrams for anxiety. So it works okay, I would say. But I noticed here recently, I took two. I had a really long night at work and a really just crappy night at work. And I decided, you know what? I really need to just relax, unwind. I don't want to feel this way anymore. So I came home, and my doctor has told me before, you're allowed to take two if you want. So I took two. And we went to Applebee's, Josh and I, with a couple friends, and I just felt so weird. We were trying to have a conversation, and I couldn't focus on anything at all. Like, I just almost was not even there mentally. I couldn't think about anything. I couldn't laugh at the jokes that we were making. I was not myself at all. And I had only taken two, which is 10 milligrams. So, truthfully, once again, these are bugging me. Truthfully, I don't know, I didn't feel like myself at all. And it really weirded me out. And um, they could tell too that I just was not myself. Well, I've been talking to my mom about this because, I mean, and I'm not saying that I can't try something else. I personally haven't, and I need to go in and ask about this. Um, and I need to do that soon because I'm putting my mental health on the back burner, and that is not okay. Please do not do that. Make sure that you are checking yourself out, and taking care of yourself. So, anyway, um, but yes, I want to try something else. However, my anxiety flares at random times. If I'm triggered by something, there's some things that have happened in my past that are triggers for me. And I can go more into detail about that kind of stuff if you're interested in that. Hopefully, that would help somebody because I feel like some of the things that I went through as a teenager have really helped me build the person I am today. And I would like to say that I'm a much better version of myself today than what I was then. Um, so just back to the whole anxiety thing. I've been experiencing it for a while. And I called my mom recently and I'm like, listen, I find, how do I put this? I find myself to be using like CBD oil or gummies and stuff like that to help me more. Um, Rather than my anxiety medicine. Now, I'm still taking my anxiety medicine, I'm still taking my depression medicine. However, I just feel like CBD is helping me more than if I take my anxiety medicine. And once again, like I said, I don't know, maybe I should try something else. Maybe it would make me feel better, pill wise. But man, I don't know. I never thought that CBD would work for me. And it just kind of puts me in that right headspace. It kind of helps me think more logically, and not be so worked up about just random things. Because if you know me, I can get worked up pretty easily about certain things. Um, and then also too, as far as my depression, it's been fine. I feel like I have been okay. I feel like if anything, between both of them, it's more of my anxiety. Um, and also something I want to say, and please, 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 if you haven't listened to anything else, or this is just background noise for you, please listen to this part, okay? This is so important. If you guys are taking anything like this, anxiety medicine, depression medicine, like bipolar, like whatever, it doesn't matter. Like anything within the mental health area, if you are taking something to help you, please do not abruptly stop taking it. If you feel like it's not working, so say if even though I don't necessarily feel like my anxiety medicine is correct for me, maybe the dosage or maybe just the medication itself, I cannot stop taking it just cold turkey. That is not okay to do. Please do not do that. And the reason I say that is because it can really mess with your mood. It can really affect you in many different ways. A couple weeks ago, I was super busy with work. My work schedule is random. Like, I never know what I'm going to work, what hours, and what days. So, with that being said, I had forgotten to take my medicine. Now, anxiety, whatever, I am this whole being, what I am. Hi, I'm anxiety. But the whole depression thing, I had forgot to take in my medicine for that. And that was awful. Let me just tell you. I think I had forgot maybe like one day, and then I remembered, and then I had forgot another day, which is so bad. It's so, so bad. And I thought, oh, it'll be fine. Like, whatever. I just forgot. I'll take it tomorrow. Josh could testify for this. I had the worst panic attack I have ever had in my life. I was very scared. I came home. I don't even remember exactly what I was upset about. I just know that I was stressed out that day. And I came home and I was a mess. I literally laid here in bed. I cried and cried and cried. I think it's the hardest I've cried in a long time. And I didn't even understand why. I couldn't form sentences. I couldn't tell Josh what was going on with me, but I just kept thinking, why is this happening to me? And why do I feel this way? And other people don't feel this way. And I feel stupid for the way that I'm thinking. And so I was aware of my thoughts, but I couldn't like process what was going on around me. And Josh was just laying there holding me, like, not saying anything, because if he would ask me a question, I wouldn't be able to respond. I just was not here. I was inside here. And that's a scary feeling itself, even just a panic attack itself. But when you forget to take your medicine, that is a huge, huge deal. It can affect you so much. And if you're drinking, along with that, that can also be terrible for you too. So I just say this because I want you guys to be careful. Those of you that do take medicines and stuff daily, it is very important to remember to take them because it can really, really mess with you. And something else that just really bothered me about that whole thing was I remember I was just laying in bed. I'm trying to think of everything, sorry. I was laying in bed. I was crying. I wasn't even facing Josh. I couldn't even look at him because I was so ashamed of the way that I felt. And so I felt so dumb and embarrassed for the way that I felt. And it seems dumb now, but then it was very, very hard and it all made sense. And I almost felt like, why do I do this to myself? I'm, working a job that stresses me out. Like, not all jobs are stressful. Um, but in that time frame, that Hannah was not okay and could not make any logical sense of anything. And I found myself thinking, well, if I wasn't here, I wouldn't have to think about these things. And if I wasn't around, then I wouldn't have to worry about these stressors. And I wouldn't have to worry about making other people feel bad or just causing these problems in general. And that is a scoop. That is a super scary thought process to have. And I haven't had thoughts like that. And you know what kind of thoughts I'm talking about. I'm sure you do. Suicidal thoughts. I have not had thoughts like that in a very, very, very long time. And because I think my stress level has gone down, probably because I'm taking CBD and I'm trying to find ways to relax mentally, take those kinds of breaks and stuff. But regardless, please take your medicine. Make sure you're taking it. If you don't feel like it doesn't work for you, don't just stop abruptly. Talk to your doctor. They can help you through the process. They can help wean it down. You can try something new. But please just don't stop cold turkey like that. And also, too, if you're having thoughts like that, please reach out to somebody. Please, please, please call. There's a suicide hotline you can call. But I just want you guys to know that you're not alone. Even some of the people in your life that maybe you don't even think about having these thoughts, they might. And you might not never know that. That might be something. And I mean, it's not like people just go around and say, hey, I have these thoughts. Let's talk about it. Because it's embarrassing. They're irrational thoughts. It's a heavy subject. You can't just walk into a conversation and say, hey, I'm having these thoughts. However, I've been more in tune lately with my mental health and my emotional well-being and everything. And if I ever feel that way, I reach out to somebody. I call my mom. I cry. I say, hey, I really need to talk to you right now. I'm not in the best headspace. Please let me tell you why. And she's always all ears. Josh is too. All of my parents are. And I'm very, very thankful for that. But please don't feel like you're alone because there's always somebody that you can turn to. Really, really think about that. I don't want to leave this on a bad note. I just want you guys to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. If you feel like, medication is not helping you, look for other resources. I mean, the internet is endless. You could find a new hobby that you enjoy. You could start taking CBD like I am. You could channel the way that you're feeling into something good for yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. I love to sing. I love to draw. I love to help people. And I feel like helping people and even making these videos, I want this channel to be about helping. I want to be truthful. I want to be honest with you guys. I want to talk to you about the stuff that I've been through because I want it to help somebody else. If I can help one person, and this might sound cheesy, but this is how I truly feel. If I can walk away from life at the end of my life, if I can say that I've helped one person, I will die happy. I want that. That's what I feel like I'm here for. I feel like we all have a purpose. I feel like we all have a reason for being here. And I get that, people might not see that or feel that way. Um, but I just feel that we all have a reason for being here, and you are super important. You're different from everybody else, no matter what you think. Your opinions are valid, and that's what I want to do with my life, is help people feel better. And if I could at least change one person's mindset for the better and make them feel better about themselves and help them in any sort of way, that's what I want to do with my life. So if you guys have any questions for me concerning my mental health, my past, any triggers, if you have questions for me about certain things or certain topics that you want me to talk about mental health wise, I'd be happy to do that. Please don't hesitate to reach out. If you are feeling that way, I'd love to talk to you. Um, I understand what it's like to be stressed out and feel like you have nowhere to turn, no one to talk to, like nobody understands. Um, but that's not the case, because there are people out there that will listen, that love you, that care about you, and want you to be happy and want you to be successful. So that's where I'm going to leave this video. Thank you for listening. Thanks if you've made it this far. And I hope you have a good evening or day or whatever time you're watching this. Okay?